Yes, sir.
I just want to ask you guys something.
What's up?
What is the significance of the eagle? Is that like the a lot of like white imperialist
That
regimes?
represents the eagle is a lot of
We're
meanings.
gonna get it.
But in the scriptures, we could get it in Obadiah.
I think it was Enoch or something like that.
No.
No?
Edom. Edom.
Edom.
Is that what it was?
Edom.
Yeah.
Edom is the progenitor of the Caucasian race.
So I've seen it in the Romans use it,
Yes.
right.
and
Which are Edomites,
Yep.
America uses it.
which are ruled by Edomites,
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like,
Germans, Edomites, Greeks.
Germanites.
it just seemed like it was too much of a coincidence to have such powerful imperialists use the same symbol, and I was curious if there was a
Connection?
yeah.
Well, the Bible referenced America to Babylon. Do you know what Babylon was?
Yeah, Babylon is where there was some it might have been God himself that made the entire planet use different languages.
Babylon, right, that was Nimrod and the
Okay.
Tower of
That
Babel.
was the
Yeah.
first Babylon.
That was going back to Genesis.
Okay.
They built the Tower of Babel to try to, if God had flooded the world again, they wouldn't die because of the flood. So they tried to build one tower and be one people and one nation. But God didn't want that, so he divided the nation and the languages. But going back to the eagle, that's symbolic in being a position in power. Because an eagle is a powerful bird. It soars the highest, and it has the powerful in its talents and its claws.
Yeah, it has a high predatorial rate.
And on top of that is sight. It can see at a far distance. So America, symbolic animal is an eagle because all great kingdoms use the eagle as a symbol of who they were and their power. And as you said, like an apex predator.
Yeah.
So according to the Bible, because we go back to the Bible with everything we say,
Yeah.
this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. I'm going to get to the point. It says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
The pride of whose heart? Esau. That's the nation that's ruling the world. Caucasians, starting with the international banking families. There's 13 of them. They changed their names.
Rothschilds.
Rockefeller, Rothschild, Oppenheimer's, DuPonts. You got it.
So it says, whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation is high because, you know, their pride is up there. Their skyscrapers, their satellites.
Control the air, control the
All
ground.
right. Yeah.
Control the
That's
air,
what they say in the
control the
military.
ground. Yep. And the clep, even now, we was talking about that digital ID that they doing trying to make us have. They're going to try to microchip everybody.
Yeah, that's coming.
It's coming.
It's already in your passport.
It's already in your passport.
Yeah.
And now they trying, next year they're doing away with driver's license and permits. You got to have a real ID.
Do you guys know about the chip in your license plate?
Yeah, the chip is in your license
They
plate.
have a lot of them. They used to have them in the clothing.
So you see the license plate readers on the back of police cars, right?
Right.
Not only do they take all just run your shit to make sure that you're not good arbitrarily, which
Right.
was illegal. The ACLU actually sued one of the police unions because they weren't allowed to just run any plate that they wanted to. They lost, and now they can run any plate they want to. But
Look at that.
also what it does is they record the whereabouts of every single plate. So if they want to know where you were 5 years ago,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? They just run your plate for whatever car is registered to you. They knew exactly where you were.
That's why everything is going digital.
Fourth
Every-
Amendment. That was, yeah.
Oh, amendment. What is that?
The Fourth Amendment is a legal search and seizure.
I know. What is the amendments? What is your rights? You won't have no rights
Nah, unless
in the
you have-
time to come.
Unless you have money to appeal it to the federal level, you have no rights. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get to chop it up.
Real quick. I mean, get your point about the eagle. I know you got to go. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Esau and his sister starting with the elite bankers. They say, who shall bring them down? Their pride is up there, man, to the heavens.
Yeah, they really think that they're going to fulfill their new world order and just be kings of the planet Earth, and nobody can stop them or rebel against them. So your point about the eagle, it says, though thy exalt as the eagle.
Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle. And that's the symbol they have been using. That symbol is an eagle. And it also is representative of the phoenix bird that lived 500 years and consumed itself in the fire. And was
Rose from the
reburned.
ashes, yeah.
Because you got to remember, America beliefs is all paganism. or some type of witchcraft, some type of sorcery.
Roman Catholicism, all that is, it was just laid on top of the pagan churches. All that stained glass and stuff,
Right.
that was all. Catholicism and Christianity is completely astrological.
Right.
You look at the death of Christ, how he died for 3 days and then rose on the third day, right? The sun does the same shit on December 23rd, December 24th, December 22nd, December 23rd, December 24th. The sun is at its lowest point.
Right.
December 25th, it starts to come up again. Longer days, shorter nights.
Right.
And the three kings is Orion's belt.
Right.
It's all astrological. You see the thorns on Jesus' head? All that is just when you look at the sun, you know how the sun has the rays coming out of it?
Right.
That's all it is, the Son of God.
Right.
And then look at it astrologically as the Jesus fish.
Right.
All that is just they have the great year is 25,430 years. It's when our entire solar system makes one orbit around its place in our galaxy.
Right.
So what happens is that every 26,000 years is a different age. In the Bible it says follow the water bearer. So that's transitioning from the Pisces to the age of Aquarius.
Right.
Because the great year, astrology goes backwards. It doesn't go the direction that we know it as.
Right.
So it wouldn't go from Aquarius to Pisces. It would go from Pisces to Aquarius. So they follow the Jesus fish, which is completely astrological. Pisces, the age of the Pisces.
Right.
And now it says in the Bible, follow the water bearer, which is going to be the next age, the age of Aquarius.
Scriptures say the moon and the sun is not going to give its light. So their knowledge of wisdom and understanding on the left-hand side is going to flee from them.
Right.
So they use that astrology on the left-hand side.
Right.
On the script for following the spiritual demon Satan.
Right.
Right? What you got, Doc?
No, to build on what you're saying, a lot of that stuff dealing with the stars and the sun and the moon, there is knowledge in those things, but that's not the way to the Heavenly Father. You understand?
I do.
There's science, which means wisdom, in the star and the suns and the moon, because the Heavenly Father created those things to dictate time, seasons, and years, months, days, and weeks.
Yeah, I get it.
Right? But it wasn't meant for us to worship. Our people worship those things.
Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And the scriptures tell us don't to worship those things. We got to worship the Creator that created time, seasons, and things of that nature. And you was talking about the Jesus fish. That's not scriptural. Okay. You was talking about you said something about follow the waters or something like that.
In the Bible, it says follow the water bearer. And all that means is just follow to the new age of the age of Aquarius. It's going to go from Pisces to Aquarius.
Right. But in the Bible, it says to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? And follow the word of God.
I understand what you're saying.
Right? No, I'm building. So when we go away from the law, statutes, and commandments, and we go away from the belief upon the Son, then we go into the pagan worship of heathens. We go into the different cultures of the other people. And that's what got us into the way of sin. Because we went astray from God by seeking the star, the suns, and the moon.
Diluted the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get back in course. You understand? So I'm going to finish this up. It says, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Oh, I'm past that. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, when you look on the back of the dollar bill, what do you see? The eagle and the pyramid. Now, what is the significance of having a pyramid and an eagle on the back of your dollar bill? It's all witchcraft. It's all symbolism.
Symbolism of occult nature.
Of occult nature. It's to put you to sleep. It's to take you away from God to worship money.
Yo, I see you guys out here all the time. And when I have more time, I want to come shopping with you.
I got you.
don't want to rush it, Joe. It's a pleasure speaking
Yeah,
with
no
you.
doubt. Where you from?
Case. I'm from the Lower.
Okay, Lower.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you guys.
Peace, man. All right. See, we ain't gonna curse out everybody, we try to do this for the edification, for the new listeners and believers. That's why, when people come up, you deal with them on whatever manner that they come up as. Huh.
This is about Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie.
Right.
That's what the so-called white man does. He changed the truth for the Most High into a lie, man. He turns things upside down. He changed the Lord's image. He tries to maneuver with his religious institutions to try to twist the words of the Bible. He has his false prophets go out because they're on the 501c3 charter, you know, to omit and add to the scriptures.
We change the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
There you go.
That's what these people do. They serve the creature more than the Creator. What's an example? People going out and getting them jabs, right? Now it's things out there like Richard from Boston. He has some information that a female that's in the medical field. They was like, yo, everybody's body, it's natural to have that symptom because that helps fight off diseases and stuff. So everyone has that in their basically in their on their chromosomes. Mm-hmm. They got it. Chromosome 8 or something like that. It shows that thing shows up as everyone has it, you know. So then why would they have people go get the jab? Because they poison.
We change the truth of the Most High into life and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever to God.
That's right. So they want to worship creature rather than the creator. They rather worship man rather than the Creator. So that's why they'll go to Egypt for help, and they'll go fearing Esau. They'll go put some poison in their body. You know what I mean? Because they don't have faith. So they'll go do that. And look, they did all that for nothing because they might do another shutdown.
We're going to use the example of the God that was just here.
Okay.
You know? It was just a ball of confusion. The moment you try to dive into what's going on in the heavens, and the stars did this and the moon did that, and we in the age of this and the age of that, you start to dive into witchcraft. That's the ways of the heathen, you know? And he was getting all deep into it, you know? That means that's what he's been studying, you know? But that's what led the Lord to put his foot up our ass, because we more caught up into the age of Pisces and Aquarius and Saturnalia. See, the sun is the lowest during this time. That's why the Lord is jacking us up, man. Because you caught up into that. But if I asked you what's the 10 Commandments, you wouldn't be able to answer me. If I asked you how many disciples the Lord had, you wouldn't be able to answer me. What's the dietary laws? Name me some feasts and high holy days. You wouldn't be able to answer me. But Jake can get all into that, man. You know, that shows you, you know, they worship the creature more than the creation, more than the Creator. You know? Jake is, our people is Lord. I don't know what he was, you know, he looked like an Edomite. So, but that's the American mind frame in a nutshell.
My Rubik's Cube is on his mind, yo. He's stuck. The colors don't add up together.
They don't match
up.
He's sitting here bringing you the Bible, and somehow you twisted it into astrology. And like I said, there is certain wisdom in regards to the sun, moon, and stars, but we don't have that wisdom right now.
No. And we shouldn't be going in deep into that anyway, because we haven't even mastered things on the earth yet, trying to go, oh,
that's how.
This is because John chapter 3, verse 12. If I have told you earthly things, and ye believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things?
Yeah, you don't know you haven't mastered all the earthly things. How you gonna try to master things in the second heaven, up there in the universe, man? You ain't on that level yet, man. All right, that's out of your that's your pay grade. That's above your pay grade, man.
I got something. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 21. Seek not out things that are too hard for thee.
Yeah, don't seek out things too hard for thee, man. You trying to be on the level of the Lord, the Most High, the Lord, and the angels, man. That ain't you play your position. All right, that's not it. If you are the Lord's people, you will get it on the other side. But that ain't for you to know right now.
Yeah, that's gonna bug you out, man.
Hell yeah, man.
And now you're not even looking for the Lord. You're looking for the age of Sagittarius, and you're looking for the stars to line up and the sun to do this and the moon to do that. You're not looking for the Lord.
You know the people that see those things is the motherfuckers that get high on that dust. As that realm get open to them, man, they see a lot of shit. But this, all right, but yo, we gonna get, yo, they do.
Sirach chapter 13, 3, verse 21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength.
Yeah, don't search the things that are above your strength. You're trying to get into every detail of how things exist and this and that, man. You're gonna get lost. All right, you gonna get trapped.
Yep.
And you ain't gonna come out of it, man. You're gonna be in a coma, but you're walking around.
Yeah.
That's that 5% shit that Jake be on too, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. What's the word for mathematics, man? Yo, non-cipher. If you out of agreement with them or whatever, you know?
Jake talking about the measure the sun and all type of crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
Yo, man, listen,
Measure
man.
the sun.
Y'all can harness the energy of the universe to manifest everything I need good in my life.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I
You
mean?
still
Yo,
smoking
look.
weed and
Yeah,
crack.
yo, look. And yo, thoughts create things and all of this. Get the fuck out of
She
here,
locked
man.
up in jail doing 10
Well,
years.
Satan do give gifts.
Yeah.
You get caught in that shit. Satan do give gifts,
Yeah, you
but
do.
you know?
Yeah, you in jail doing 25 to life.
Yeah.
Getting weed shoved up your ass so you don't get caught. Got blades in your mouth. That's knowledge itself, huh?
Yeah, like
How to hold blades in your mouth.
and polite. Remember what he said years ago? The precosmic space of the paradigm and equals the equation that's perpendicular to everything we have to manifest. What the fuck does that mean, yo?
Red fish, blue fish, green fish, Jew fish.
In the Lakers. Remember that shit in the movie? Oh, you talking about? He was like, oh, Assalamu Lakers.
Yeah.
Lakers won last night.
Yeah. Bacon and salami.
Yeah.
Red fish, blue fish, green fish, Hugh fish,
Yeah.
knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. Something. This bacon looking mighty fine. So it says, but what is commanded thee, take thereupon with reverence.
Yeah, so we use what was given to us, man. Keeping it simple, man. Okay? You can't be up on that extra stuff, man. You gonna get stuck.
Yeah, extracurricular.
You gonna get stuck.
$1,000 words.
You gonna be like the people having 2-hour conversations with themselves on the subway
Yeah.
and walking about. Because they probably wasn't always like that.
No.
They either got some bad shit, or they went too deep and they couldn't pull themselves out of it.
Yeah.
You got it.
It says, but what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thy eyes and think the things that are in secret.
Yeah, so there's things that's secret that the Lord and the Most High, that's not for you to know. And if it is for you to know, it's not for you to know now. Okay? So you're going to try to be on a level, someone above your pay grade, huh?
Nah, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. It says, for it is not needful for thee to see thy eye with thine eyes the things that are in secret.
yeah, so it's not for you to know those things. All right? You have a hard time mastering what you need to know now, and you're trying to go things beyond your comprehension, man.
Yeah.
There's certain things your mind cannot handle.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Certain things your mind and your spirit can't handle. Just like all the lives we've been here before. If we had those, our mind, we're malfunctioned.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because we don't have those new bodies, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you worry about what's going on in the fourth dimension,
Yeah,
right? I wonder what's in the Most High's throne,
yeah.
you know?
That's what Esau's problem is. He haven't gotten off the porch. He hasn't gotten past the radiation belt or whatever. He barely left the porch. He didn't leave the porch. He got to the gate. And he didn't get to open it. And he didn't even master what's in the yard, you know, how the house is built, but he wanna go out there, man.
They didn't even master, thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. They didn't even master those things. But you wondering what's going on in the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
How the angels looking, you know, the different cosmos,
Yeah.
you know? It's not for you to know, man.
It's funny because people are all like,
It's
I
more.
know down at the,
Be not curious in unnecessary matters.
Yeah, don't be a curious and unnecessary matters, man. Yeah, ask you all kind of stupid questions that don't mean anything.
Be not curious in unnecessary matters. For more things are shewed unto thee than men understand.
That's right. You don't understand those things. You haven't comprehended everything on this planet yet. You know, you haven't got to the depths of the ocean of everything, and then but you wanna you haven't even discovered everything on this planet, but you wanna know things that are above the earth, man.
Which it says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
Many are deceived by their vain, unprofitable, empty opinions. That's unprofitable and leads you to destruction and madness.
For many are deceived by their own vain opinion,
Get lost and start believing in mermaids and this and that we live on a saucer.
and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment.
Evil suspicion overthrowing your judgment. You know that breeds to evil, man. You're doing too much.
It says, without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge thereof that thou hast not.
Yeah, don't try to learn things that's above you, man. You're gonna go mad. All right, stick to things that's easier to learn, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Yeah, seek the Lord while he may be found. That's what you're supposed to do. And he can be found because there's still a window, doors of mercy is still open. And the men of the Lord is out on highways and byways, the four quarters of the earth.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah, call upon the Lord, pray to the Lord, man. Ask him for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and things that you need. Ask him for this stuff that you need, not things too far above, you know.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts.
That's right. So let the wicked forsake his way. The wicked of our people, right?
And the righteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him.
Yeah, return to the Lord. Lord willing, you elect, you have mercy on you. Return to the Lord.
And to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
He will pardon you. The elect is going to be pardoned.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Yeah, the Most High thoughts, the Lord's thoughts are not your thoughts. Quit trying to be on the level of the Lord, of the Most High. The thoughts are not your thoughts. Your bullshit feelings and your emotions or whatever, it's not. His thoughts are way above yours, man.
I just didn't
God, neither are your ways my ways,
Don't question the Lord, and his ways are not like your ways.
said the Lord.
Yeah, don't question. Don't question the Lord on why this or why that. I don't feel this, you know. man, fuck your feelings, man. And your emotions.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your
Yeah,
ways.
the heavens are higher than the earth, man. Right? Space and the spiritual realm is higher than the earth. Alright? Just like those are higher than the earth, the Most High's ways, the Lord's ways are higher than yours in thoughts.
So are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
And then your thoughts, alright? You can't think on a level on knowledge and information or try to be equal to the Most High or pick the Most High's mind on the Lord's mind. Or try to see how they did this or that, man. You worried about the wrong things, you know?
And Jake is
You worried about the wrong stuff, man.
Oh, I gotta do something. This is the meaning of life, man. You Jakes wanna get all deep. Ecclesiastes 12. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Simple as this, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole
let us
matter.
hear the conclusion. Everything, bringing everything to its full meaning of what's the purpose of life? Why was we created?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole job of man. This is the purpose of life. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. And how do you show fear? Well, not committing sin, but rehearsing the righteous acts. All right, and following whatever commandments He told you to do in the instruction. That's how you fear. That's love, and that's the whole duty of man. So when someone says, yeah, so basically, Lord willing, we found ourselves, we found our purpose. Our purpose is what the scripture said.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment.
The Most High gonna bring every work into judgment, whether it was righteous or wicked.
With every secret thing.
With every secret thing, whether in the dark, wickedness, or
whether it be good, or whether it be evil.
Whether it be good or evil, you're gonna be judged. So the whole what's the purpose of life and this and that? It ain't trying to measure the damn stars, man. Or it came from stardust and all that silly shit, man. Listen, the whole purpose is following the instructions of the Creator.
That's right.
And that's what gets Jake, man. Because this truth is too simple for Jake, man.
Yeah.
Jake wants some outlandish explanation for the world, man, and for what's going on and what's to be, man. No, it's simple. You children of Israel, you can't keep the commandments, believe on your own shine. America gonna be destroyed, man. But Jake wants some fantastical breakdown of what happened and what's happening. No, man. It's plain and simple.
You can't even understand this, so how you gonna understand the constructed? I said how everything was constructed and this and that. Yo, man,
Above your head, man.
it's crazy, man. You can't even number the hairs on your head.
This is 1 Corinthians 3:1. And I, brethren, cannot speak unto you spiritual as unto spiritual, but unto carnal, even as unto babes in Mashiach. I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hereto you were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able.
Yeah, you getting the basic the milk scriptures instead of the heavy breakdowns and understanding. And our people can't understand the milk because an infant or whatever, they can't have solid foods like that. They gotta have the milk. You know, they gotta have milk. They can't consume that heavy stuff yet. And that's the same with our people.
Yeah,
They want to know real deep things, and then you tell them, yo, your condition and this and that. Then they go, well, I believe in this, and then they veer off into other different things, like pockets of other things, you know? And they dance around, like meaning when you get to the point, that's when their ears get shut. give them the answer that they was looking for. And they already know it's in their spirit that they done cut themselves because they're going to get the answer.
Yeah, they don't even listen to understand. They listen to respond.
Yeah.
You know, Jake wants to teach and let you know what he knows.
What he felt.
He's not trying to learn nothing, you know. That's the majority. So it says, for ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not yet carnal?
Yeah, carnal, man, not spiritual. All right?
Yeah, you can't even get down to basics.
Yeah.
You know, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You know, it says envy, strife, you know.
Envying one another, strife,
Yeah.
jealous, all of those things, man, which is foolish, but that's our people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So how you going to understand the spiritual things if you can't even get over loving your neighbor as you love yourself?
Yeah.
How you going to understand reincarnation? How you going to understand the mysteries and the secrets that's written in the Bible if you can't even get over loving your brother as you love yourself or forgiving your neighbor, having mercy upon one another, right? Not stealing from each other, not murdering each other. You can't even get those basic things. Don't sleep with your brother's wife. Don't sleep with your homeboy's girl. That's evil in the sight of the Lord. But you want all the deep things in the scriptures. So it says, there is among you envy and strife and divisions. Are ye not carnal?
Yeah, people are carnal. They ready to go to war with another Jake or harm another Jake or just harm anyone, you know, without being spiritual first. And at war with their own people. Whether it's physically, whether it's financially, economically, whatever. You know? You have a Jake arguing with another Jake, they both did a hard ass day of work. But one Jake can say, yo, I worked harder than you, I served master more than you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. It says, and walk as men. That was it.
Walk as men, all right? So that.
It's going to look at 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 1. And the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer. And he said, thy heart had gone too far in this world.
This one, Ezra's couple of questions and the angel, right? All right. And yeah, so Uriel, right? Uriel, he told him, look, you went too far. You went too deep. Right? You know what he gonna say? Look, what he gonna
And
say?
said, thy heart had gone too far in this
Yeah,
world.
your mind has gone too far. Your so-called understanding.
And thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High?
The thing is thou to comprehend the way of the Most High. The Most High is judgment. The Most High is the ultimate judge. Right? So you trying to be on the level of that. Go ahead.
Then said I, yea, my Lord. And he answered me and said, I am sent to shew thee 3 ways and to set forth 3 similitudes before thee.
All right, so you want to show them the similitudes 3 ways?
Real quick, is an example, right? One time you had this Negroid woman, this beast, right? She was on Sonica TV, right? And she said, I ain't following no dead Jesus Christ. The hell I look like following some God and some Bible? Why would I follow a God that killed his own son? Why would I follow a God that punishes his people? Why would I follow some kind of God like that? Once again, your mind is going too far into this world.
Yeah.
You think you're going to understand the way of the heavens?
Yeah.
You think you're going to understand the way of the supreme being of all beings?
Yeah.
Right? You think you're going to comprehend that? And you some black bitch?
Yeah. And look up, no matter the dirt you did in this life, but what about the previous lives?
Come on.
You don't know what you have done. You get what I'm saying?
You're immortal. trying to understand the ways.
Probably can't wipe her eyes properly. Get my language out there, man. Talking reckless, but
She the same one. She killed her shit.
oh, this how they think. Oh well, but I ain't gonna keep blabbering. That's what they say. Oh well.
This is what I'm saying. You're a mortal trying to understand the ways of God.
Yeah.
And you talk about you ain't gonna follow no God, but like you said, you got 5 bodies on you, and you never had a gun in your life. So come on now.
She should be probably need to be brought to world court for crimes against humanity, man.
But that goes, our people mind as going too far into this world. So when we bring them the scriptures, it's like something far-fetched. It's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, because all I know is money, cars, clothes, and hoes. That's all the nigga knows. Quoted by T.I.
Then said I, hear my Lord, and he answered me and said, I am sent to shoot in 3 ways, and to set forth 3 similitudes before thee. Whereof, if thou canst declare me one, I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see, and I shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh.
Oh yeah, so if you told him, if you could explain one of these things, if you could break it down. Go ahead.
And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way me the way of fire.
You can't wait away the fire. You couldn't wait away the fire. You know what I mean? It's like someone away meat or substance.
Yep.
You couldn't wait the way to the fire.
Or measure me the blast of wind.
Or measure the blast of wind. So you might have a wind away, and then you can't even measure that.
Or call me again the day that is past.
Yeah, bring back the yesterday.
The
Go
good
back
old
in
days.
time.
The good old days.
Yeah, could you go back time or bring yesterday forward? You can't even do that. But the most I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that thou shouldest ask such things of me?
It's just like, yo, what man can do that? What mortal man can do that? You asking me to do this. So if you can't do that, then how could you question the Most High?
And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep, or how many springs are above the firmament.
Yeah, so look, you don't even know what's out of space. Or measure that. Or know the deep breakdowns of that, the universe is.
Or how
into
deep the water
ocean.
goes.
Yeah. So how deep the water goes, right? They won't understand the Most High. And under those deeper the waters is a hostile environment. That water pressure, man. That water pressure is crazy. What's the name got stuck down there for a couple of hours? And he wasn't even in the deepest part. He was in the area where the Titanic sank. James Cameron. He was stuck for like 2 hours now. You got it.
And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep, or how many springs are above the firmament,
Above the firmament.
or which are the outgoings of paradise,
Or the outgoings of paradise or the spiritual realm.
Yep.
So now, different realm.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Can't do it.
You can't do that. You know? Well, what did Joe? What did no. Paul, he was like, "Is that lawful for me to speak to him?" He can't break down or explain it in a way. He's lying.
we are venture, nor would it say unto me, I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell, neither did I ever climb up into heaven.
Yeah, he didn't climb up to the heavens. The universe or the spiritual realm, right?
Nevertheless, nor have I asked thee, but only of the fire and way, and of the day where through thou hast passed, and
He
of
told him he didn't even tell you to measure those things. He just got up to the earthly things. And he You couldn't do that. You couldn't answer with those questions.
He showed him earthly phenomena, things that he could comprehend, things that he see.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Everyday
On
basis.
an everyday basis, but he couldn't get that. So what if I was actually even deeper things, man?
Yeah.
So what you want to know the most thing, man?
Come on now.
This is the creation of the most high.
That's right.
How it shine.
That's right.
Come.
Bring it out.
We are ventured down with a say unto me. I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell. Neither did I ever climb up into heaven. Nevertheless, nor have I asked thee, but only of the fire and wind, and of the day wherethrough thou hast passed.
Yeah, so basically the action could you bring back yesterday or measure the fire or the wind. And he couldn't do that.
And of things from which thou canst not be separated, and yet canst thou give me no answer
He
of
couldn't answer those things, but yet he want to answer of the Most High, the Lord's way. But he couldn't do what would be a small, minute thing to the angels and to the Lord, right? That's small. That's nothing, you know? Like a crumb to them, you know?
He said, moreover unto me, thine own things, and such as are grown up with thee, canst thou not know? How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest?
How can a vessel, you a vessel and you comprehend the way of the highest by questioning the authority of everything, right? But you can't even take care of simple things. Because this is on earthly realm.
And the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight.
But yet, the world is corrupt and it's evident in the sight of the Most High, the Lord and the angels. And it's all corrupt, and you're going to question the Most High's judgment or whatever, which is all filthy, you know? But that's our people. How can God do this? Even that nigga with the flat top, that he shot a flat top, it's like, oh, for good exists. Look at all the chaos and all the things hurt in the world. Something to that, to people suffering. You know what I mean?
Ezra's basically got humble. And that's one of the top prophets of the Lord, man. Ezra. When he showed, that's the Lord showing you. Hey, even the prophets, they got humble, man. You know what I mean? No man is bigger than the Most High, man. And no size program. Understand? That was it.
Romans chapter 9, verse 18. Therefore,